Hello and welcome to Tim's BMW Repairs and Information. It's a beautiful sunny day here in the UK. Yep, early spring. Yep, already had the roof down once. Yep, the roof is looking lovely after the pressure washing. Yep, have a look at that episode if you want to see that. Yep, everything's looking nice and shiny. Apart from this, look at the state of that. What the hell's happened to that? That looks awful. It's got a white patch at the top with no colour at all. Yeah, it isn't the only bit of clear coat that's come a cropper. The bumper also came a cropper, but I found a good plan for that. You just polish it. Yeah, you get rid of the most of it and then you polish it. 600 quid have been quoted to respray that, but it's looking fine at the moment. But this isn't, and the other one is probably the same. So that's what today's episode is all about. We're going to use that new reusable 2K on this mirror and see if we can get it looking a lot better. Now, if I can't get, certainly this white bit here, not sure what's going on there, if I can't get that to be red again, then I have got some body coloured paint and we'll give that a go. So I think what we'll do, first of all, we'll try a bit of wet and dry on it and see what happens to these strange white areas. Let's give that a go. Right, I think we'll start at the top here. So I've got myself an abrasive pad. And what I do, now I think that's straight down to body colour, to be honest. Even a dry pad. Yeah, it looks like body colour, it's grey. Let's see what happens on the back. So I've got some nice warm soapy water. Of course, you've got to get to a point where we can remove that faulty, yeah, don't do that big. Oh yeah, that's body colour for sure. Okie dokes. So we're going to need some body colour. Got some of that from Amazon, I think. Barberarot is the colour on this. Yeah, this is going to be too fine now. Could be here all week trying to get the remaining bits of clear coat flat. Probably better give it a good scratching and then flatten it. Yeah, I'm looking for a quick repair here, to be honest. Rightio, that's got off the loose bits. Well, apart from around here, some loose bits here. Right, let's give that a rub over. Yeah, I think I need something slightly more abrasive than what I'm using. Oh, it's going down to body colour though. So this is abrasive enough. Yeah. This has obviously been resprayed at some point because the clear coat is very thin and the body colour is really thin. That's why we're down to the down to the body colour already. Give it another one. Let that dry and then we'll put a couple of coats of clear coat on it. If it looks any better, then that's a success. It certainly can't look much worse than it does at the moment, that's for sure. That's better. Must have been just a sort of crumbly bits on it left over. The sky doesn't look too happy at the moment. Southeast wind. I think I'm going to call that done. Have to dry that out now. I know what that little red spot means now. That means that's the front. That's why it didn't fit the other way round. Quickly show you how to get the mirror glass out. A pair of scissors works really well for this. Get it as far out as you can. Scissors in to the corner. There you go, that's off. There we go, and then you've got a connector down here. It's got a little bit you've got to lift up. Knife is good for that. Yeah, knife on that. The other one I put on top of the car until I realised it was going to be seriously ejected any second due to the wind picking up the bag. There we go, that one's off. You can go under there. Yeah, I'll probably forget that and run it over. Righty ho, moment of truth. I've moved the E31 to a safe distance, just in case of overspray, so here we go. Ooh, about the right colour, I think. That's not bad. Right, give that a few minutes to dry. Don't look bad, does it? Looks a darn sight better than it was. I can still see the outline of that clear coat. Not too worried about that, to be honest, that'll be fine. At least it's the right colour again. Thank goodness for that. Right, I think what we'll do next is we'll dry it. Very lucky indeed, have a bit of warmth today. Makes a big difference. We're going straight in for a second coat. And a bit more round the front this time, I think. Wind's blowing quite hard at the moment. I'll wait for that to ease down. Second coat, well, that looks a bit better as well. Right, I'm going to have to get some round the front of this. Don't want to get too much down the bottom because it's fine there, but I'll get it down the top here. There we go. Down the side. 2 coats. Oh, I'm going to go for a third one, I think, before we do the clear coat. Clear coat's in the bucket. Nice. Bit at the top again. There we go. I'd say that is a pretty good colour match, you know. That's not bad at all. Pretty good, right. 4th coat, not sure about that. I think I'll clear the nozzle. There we go, nozzle clear. Right, and I'll work up the clear coat while I dry this at the same time. Multitasking, that's me. That wind is really picking up now, isn't it? I have to tie it down at the other side. Yeah, that's working fine. Wind's coming from behind me, which is good. Just need to calm down just slightly so I can do a quick bit of spraying. Come on, you can do it. That's it. Nice. That's done well. Bit at the front. We're looking good. Wow, look at the shine on that. That is pretty damn good, that is. I'm very pleased with that. As long as that stays on, that's one more coat and we're done. That has flattened absolutely perfectly. Right, new mask attached. Let's give it another go. Try and get this side bit and the top bit to look a bit better. Not quite enough on it. Yes, the angle and the wind direction doesn't help. I think that'll do. Now the Clearcoat is reusable from Car Rep. Now this is the same stuff I used on the lower CSI spoiler of the E31. Reusable Clearcoat's fantastic because you can do tiny little jobs like that and then you can keep it in the shed or garage for a couple of weeks and bring it out and do jobs like this where you can't do with normal 2K because it hardens in the tin. Yeah, I tried to respray the wing with it once and after 4 days it got to a point where it just doesn't flatten, whereas this is flattening nicely after 2 weeks. So it really is true reusable 2K Clearcoat. But there are downsides, and the downside is it takes a lot longer to dry. So you can do 2 coats in 5 minutes, and I heated it up in between, and that's important because it's meant to be sprayed at above 20 degrees C, and today is 7 degrees. Yeah, that's a bit cold. Actually feels a lot warmer than 7 if you ask me, but there you go. Yeah, the problem is it doesn't dry so quickly and it's going to stay tacky, I should think. Actually it feels dry, it's touch dry now. I should do a bit more hair drying on it. I had a slight line of bubbles here at one point where I sprayed it from this angle then sprayed it from that. That's fine, they will disappear after a few minutes. In fact, that's taken about 5 minutes and they've gone, and that's fantastic. Now with normal Clearcoat, 2K Clearcoat, I could wet sand this in about half an hour. So I let it dry, do a wet sand on it, do another coat, another wet sand, another coat. But I can't with this, it takes too long to dry. And if I try to wet sand this now, I'd probably take half of it off and make an awful mess of it. Excellent. Down there. Yeah, that's better than hand doing it, that's for sure. Right, let's dry it off. Wash it off and then dry it. Right, I've got some bits at the top need doing. That's where I get covered. Right, here we go. And that's it for the first coat. Ooh, mask on, of course. Excellent, that looks good. Still see the base coat, the primer through some of it. Right, here we go, second spray. There we go, and I'll dry that actually before I try the other side. And then we'll do it from the back forwards this time. Get this bit in here. Wait for the wind to drop. That'll do. There we go. Lovely. That's a good colour match, that is. I think I might do 3-4 coats on this side. There we go. One more of those. And then I'll clear the tube out. There we go. Right from the side and up. Ah, lovely. Yeah, that's 100% coverage. Right, clear the tubes. There we go, it's the next day, yep, and they look absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I had to put polythene bags on both the mirrors because it rained overnight, and that would have spotted the surface, but they are perfectly dry now. Now, to make them absolutely perfect, I need to wet sand them and then polish them, but I'm not going to bother because it does look absolutely brilliant. If you get your nose right up to it, you can see where the clear coat had come off, but you can't on the other one because that's obviously been all sanded down. One tip for you, don't remove the car cover until the wing mirrors are dry, and the reason for that is the body colour that gets sprayed on it flakes off as you pull the bag off, and of course little bits of flakes of paint will fly around, and if it's still tacky it will stick to it. Had that happen on that one, just one tiny little flake, I thought, oh, no, I better leave that, I'm going to make more of a mess trying to get it off. But yeah, really pleased with that, and of course you can reuse everything, well apart from the car cover. The 2K clear coat can be reused, as I've proved. It was 2 weeks ago that I did the front CSI spoiler on the E31 with the reusable 2K, and it still worked and it still flattened absolutely perfectly. So it's a fantastic idea, isn't it? Reusable 2K. You have to use 2K because unless you use 2K, it's just going to flake off at some point. It's very important that you use a two-part PU or epoxy clear coat because it's tough as nails, whereas the single sort of tins where you just squirt it on, nah, that's just going to flake off almost immediately. Horrible stuff. So yeah, the colour is absolutely spot on, isn't it? Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, that company that I get the paints from, and I have done for the last 10 years, get the colours absolutely perfect. And I've resprayed parts of the E31, tried to do a whole wing on it. Yeah, so really pleased with that. As I say, might have a go at the rear fender or bumper, but that doesn't look too bad because you polish it with 3M's Finesse It, and it looks like it's got clear coat on it anyway. No, really pleased with that, especially for someone who's absolutely useless usually at painting things. I'm really pleased with that. Fantastic. Put the thumbs up if that helped you. Yeah, keep subscribing, keep commenting. I always get hundreds of comments when I paint anything because I get told I've done it all wrong. But no, this looks absolutely perfect to me. I'm really pleased. Much, much better than expected. It's got a good thick coat of body and then a good thick coat of 2K on it, which is reusable. Fantastic. Right, I put all the stuff I use in the description, and I'll see you in the next one.